Welcome, everyone, to episode 2 of season 2. And yes, we're still here. We'll give you an update on that impending takeover that may not have actually been all that impending after all. And then we'll take a look at our results. We got off to that fantastic 4-0 start. Could we keep it up, or was that all just a mirage and we're some sort of mediocre team? And then we'll face off against Harrogate Town in our match of the month. So yes, that takeover, we got the messages that someone's buying the club. The owner status was selling the club. Some groups come in and bought it. Then like a week after that, we get this message back that says, no way I'm selling the club, I'm keeping it. And now if we look back up on the owner status, Jimmy loves the club again and everything's fine. So I have no idea what was going on. Maybe he was trying to sell it and then we won the game and he decided he liked the club more. And then he wanted to, but whatever, for whatever reason, at least for right now, it seems like Jimmy loves the club again and nothing's going to happen. So the takeover rumors appear to be gone. So go figure. I don't know what to say about that, but hopefully they will stay that way and we'll be okay here for a while. So with that out of the way, let's dig in and take a look at our results. Before we do that though, however, one of the things that people keep telling me to do is, if you are enjoying the series, if you would like to subscribe, if you haven't yet, the button's in the bottom right-hand corner, or please hit the like button because it does help so much in getting the content in front of other people. And thank you, as always, for those of you that have provided support and things like that. Let's go now to taking a look at our results. We started out with that 4-0 win. If you take a look at this page, there's a lot of green. Yes, we've had a good run. We started with that 4-0. We followed with 3 more wins, 4-0, 4-3, where we kind of hung on. Then we tied against Altrincham 2-2. What had to have been a disappointing match. We did outshoot them by quite a bit. We just couldn't put the ball in the net. We followed that up with another 4-0 victory. Then another 1-0 victory where Shez Isaac got a red card in the first half. And then we had to kind of just hang on for that 1-0 victory. Then inexplicably, we went to Kidderminster, who's actually a pretty good team. I think they sit in 5th place or so. And they just dismantled us 3-0. We looked like we couldn't do anything right. And it wasn't like we got a lot of shots and they didn't win. They just kicked our butts. But what can you do? We followed up with a 5-2 win against Blythe, a 1-0 win against Hyde, where we kind of just didn't look all that good, but we did get a number of shots. We just couldn't convert, things like that. Then again, we got a big lead against Scarborough Athletic, 3-0, and hung on for a 3-2 win. Our formation, that 4-2-4, is very offensive, and then we've kind of been getting complacent after we get a big lead, and then teams are coming back on us. So there's been twice now, even Blythe to a certain degree, where teams have kind of stormed back and made things closer than I'd like, and talk a little bit about some ways we're going to try to address that going forward. So with all these good results, you might be saying, well, okay, where are we in the table then, right? Because we've won 8, we've lost 1, and we've drawn 1. Got to be first place, right? I mean, that's a fantastic start. Unfortunately, there's a problem. The problem is called South Shields. We sit in 2nd place, 1 point back of them. We've been behind them by 3 points or so for quite a while. They just drew their second match. They've got 8 wins and 2 draws. They have yet to lose. They are a wrecking ball. 34 goals for, only 9 goals allowed. They have been just dismantling teams that they play. They're almost looking invincible. And if you remember from the last episode, I mentioned that this was a team, if we look at them, they got promoted, they got promoted, they got promoted. 3 straight promotions. And I know that there's a few people that are watching this series that aren't familiar with the kind of some of the subtleties of the football world. So for those people, just a quick explanation on the types of clubs that there are in the football world that are represented in the game. There's basically 4 types of clubs. One is your international clubs, like your French team, your French national team, your U.S. team, your English team, and things like that. Those are modeled in the game, and you can take those over, but those tend to not be so much fun to manage because you only have players for certain times during the year. You get them for 2 weeks, then they're gone for a month or so, then you get them for 2 weeks or a week or 4 days. So there isn't as much to do with the international teams. So generally, this is kind of the heart of the game, are these club teams in all the different leagues. And there are 3 different types of club teams. at the very bottom levels of the football world are amateur teams, teams where they have tiny budgets. A lot of players are playing for free or maybe £5 a week or just like spare change and stuff like that. And then at the top level, at the other end of that spectrum are the professional teams. And in the English football pyramid, the top 4 leagues, you have to be professional to play up there. So most of those teams are professional teams where the players train full-time. They're on full-time contracts. They don't have other jobs. This is all they do is play football. And then in between those professional teams and the amateur teams, you have what are called semi-professional teams. And where we are in the 6th tier of British football, most all of the teams you see down here are semi-professional. At the 5th tier, you might see some professional teams that got relegated from the 4th tier that are trying to get back up. But for the most part, down here in the 6th level, it's almost all, if not all, semi-professional. Maybe an amateur team sneaks in now and then. So for South Shields, I don't quite know what their true story is, but they are a professional team, which means that for us, for semi-professional, all of our players, we only train 2 days a week. They all have full-time jobs. This is a part-time job. They do other stuff. We just don't train. It's kind of halfway between being a full-time soccer player. All the managers and stuff like that are half-time and everything too. But South Shields is all full-time. So they are training every day. They have tons of resources. They have £200,000 here in the bank. Their salary budget is twice as big, and they're just practicing and training with full-time coaches. It's just completely focused on football. So of course, they're kind of rolling over the league here because they're the only club in the National League North that's a professional team. So I don't know what we do. I think we've picked a bad year to have a good run, if that may be. Now, it's way too early, and we're only 1 point behind them. So I'm not giving up. We can still put up a good fight, and who knows what's going to happen. All it would take a couple of injuries, and we still have yet to play them. So we're going to give it a good shot. But it looks like we have to go through them if we're even entertaining visions of winning the league. Now, we still could get promoted through playoffs and things like that, and we're kind of getting way ahead of ourselves anyway. But just at a glance, after roughly a quarter of the season, it looks like South Shields is the real deal, and we're going to have to handle them to be able to have success. So that's our results and that's our tables. I'm going to jump now into the match because I want to go right into that. I want to talk a few things about players, but we'll talk about that as we get started because we've had some pretty remarkable performances from our players. If we look here across the board, we're going to start with our number 1 disappointment, who you might be able to see is a little bit orange here. This is Mr. Sean Hobson. So Mr. Sean Hobson is having a hissy fit. I brought in another player. You may have mentioned, I remembered it right before. I brought in this player who can play right back, Jarrell Kwanzaa. He's a good right back. When I signed him, Mr. Hobson here got all upset about it. And he's still angry about it, even though I've started him in 4 matches and brought him in 7 matches. So he's playing a ton of football. He's still all upset about not getting very much playing time. The thing is, he's not performing really well either. And he's one of our 2 right backs. So this guy is a problem that needs to be solved. I'm hopeful he'll get his head sorted out and he'll want to stay and he'll want to play. But right now his morale's really bad. He's causing problems for everybody else. He's going to the press and stuff like that. So he may be short-lived here, which creates a problem. Who else can we get to play right back? And kind of talk a little bit. That's a whole nother story. But that's number 1 problem. That's kind of really the only problem, really. Shez Isaac has been phenomenal, except for the fact that he got a red card and a 3-match ban, which he kind of sometimes does. Maybe he has kind of some anger issues or something like that. But in any case, he's been fantastic. Cisse has been okay, but I don't feel like I've got him in the right position. He's actually better as a right back, which is kind of makes me think if I could get another central midfielder in here, maybe then we can move Cisse out to right back and get rid of Hobson. So I did get another new midfielder to come in, this guy Tyreek Hyde, who came in, and then the very first day here, he pulled knee ligaments, and he's out for 3 weeks to a month. So he's going to still be out for a couple weeks. So I'm trying to find a solution, but not quite working so well. Our midfielders seem to be getting hurt for whatever reason. Going up top today, we'll have Shonibare, who is playing up top. He has been alternating with Bennett, both of whom have been doing really good. This, again, if you remember, is the guy that has composure 4, concentration 3, decisions 5, determination 3, really struggles with the mental part of the game, but is just so fast and agile. And this guy has been phenomenal. He's got a goal 3 assists, 7.10 rating. He's been a player of a match once already. Just runs all over the place and causes all kinds of problems. So he'll play today. He's kind of fun to watch. Our best story so far has been our forward, though, Naya, who has 9 goals. He's sitting second place in the Golden Boot race right now, behind a player from South Shields. Gosh, they're annoying. Speaking of which, the South Shields manager got Manager of the Month. Guess who got second place? I did. Yeah, second place is great, but I've yet to get a Manager of the Month award. I would really like one, but South Shields is first in the table. We're second. They were first for Manager of the Month award. We were second. Their striker is first in the Golden Boot race. Our striker is second. You're kind of sensing a theme here. They're not my favorite team right now, but still a lot of season to go. Maybe we can reel them in. Al Naya has been amazing. Major out is going to play out on the left today. He's been really good. He's been alternating with Nambe, our other player out there. 5 appearances, 4 goals. Looked really strong. He's got an assist as well. And then the problem spot here has been this other striker. We've had Harry Williams out there. He's been okay, but just not scoring. I've brought in Roman Candle, the other guy. He's been out there. He's been out a few times. Playing well, a goal and 2 assists at 6.98, so he might be the solution out there. But this guy, Ofori, you may remember him from our team last year. He was, I think, our 3rd highest scorer. He wasn't supposed to be very good, but every time I put him out there, he scored. Well, there's an alternate universe by Aussie Villian, who is playing a Football Manager universe game save type of thing. He has a YouTube channel. Definitely should check him out. Check him out. He does a ton of creative stuff. I'll put a link to it in the description down below. And he was looking through his results. I was watching one of his videos, and Ofori is leading the Welsh League in goals scored. So I figured, okay, I got the same guy, alternate universes, but this is the same guy. I don't know how he ended up on our team, actually. So I figured, okay, I'm going to try to get him in shape and see if he's as good as he is in that universe as he might be here. But on paper, he doesn't look that great, right? I mean, it's okay. Finishing 11, composure 9, technique 9. We have guys who are better. Speed is 11, pace is 11. I mean, these are all good numbers, but not someone really that's going to lead the league. So we'll see. I mean, again, last year, if we looked at him, he had, I think, 39 appearances for us, got 11 goals, 5 assists, 6 player of the matches. So very good, almost close to 7. But I feel like we have better players this year. But we're going to try him up there today as a target man because Harry Williams hasn't been working out and Roman Candle needs a rest here too. So that's our starting lineup and a little bit of the stories. Oh, one last one behind some of the players and how things have been going. Sam Nambe has been really strong too. I think he's 5th or 6th in the league. 6 appearances, 6 goals. Just giving him a break today, but he's been really solid playing out on that inside forward and major spot on the left-hand side. With that being said, I think it's time to start our match. Let's submit the team and get this going. Harrogate Town, if you remember, I mentioned that I wanted to pick this match because they were slotted to finish first. They got off to a terrible start, though. They've been playing much better of late, and now they, I think, sit somewhere, mid-table maybe like 10th or something like that. So they've gotten better, but started off pretty abysmally here. So they might have a strong team underlying them. This team, by the way, Harrogate Town, is one of the teams that got relegated from the National League down to this level. So they're a bigger club. They should be a stronger club. And they should, on all things being average, they should beat us. But they are not performing well as of late. So hopefully we can keep them down a little bit because we want to keep these teams away from us. Let's do our team talk here. Come on, lads. Show me what you can do at keeping our run. Go out there and carry straight on from where you finished last match. Sure, let's try that. But this one works as usual. There's a lot more to come for you, and I completely believe you've got what it takes. We have a couple players away on international duty for their under-20 teams. We have a Ghana player and a Nigerian player who have dual citizenship with England, and they are away right now. So this is kind of a patchwork team, and with all these matches bunched together, we're trying to keep our players fresh here. And I noticed that our players usually have pretty good endurance compared to the other team. All right, free kick early on. Ofori. Oh, Cisse can't get his head on straight. This should be a fun match. And I do notice that most of their players are down in the 80 for conditioning already, where ours tend to be up in the 90s still. So maybe that will help a little bit with fatigue as we go forward. They are shouting. Wow, we've got some shots here, and let's demand some more. But So far, pretty quiet. We've had, by the way, this match is quiet, but we've had some really exciting matches with lots of highlights. This doesn't appear to be one of them. Fallow field. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. Major picks it off. Oops. Okay, well, that worked out. Hobson. Hobson has been a disappointment. He is, I think, our lowest rated starter because he's just miserably unhappy. He has had, I think, 1 assist or so. Nice! Cisse through. Oh, off the post. Cisse, again, is the really good midfielder. He's our highest paid player, and he can't shoot. But that's not what we've got him for, as he just exemplified there. Let us clean up this. Oh, we got 2 players on yellow cards already. Oof, that's not a good start. Let's ease off tackles. Okay. And ease off tackles so they avoid a second yellow card. Come on, let's get one before the half here. Wow, this is flying a match. Just a match is zipping along here. Shonibari, the man who can dribble. The tornado. Oh, yep, can't kick very well, but get it. Nice. Hobson, good. Good work by Hobson there. Ofori back. Ofori. Doesn't look like the Welsh League Premier leading striker with that shot. Uh-oh, Hobson's going unsure. Wow! Was that like a 1 minute half? 6 shots to 4. We usually score quite a bit in the first half here. South Shields is winning again against Hednesford Town. They should beat them. They're way down in the bottom of the table here. The pressure's on. I feel like with them so good, we have to kind of win everything here. How are we doing? Not very well here. Let's go. We're not doing badly at all. If everyone continues to work, I'm not happy with your performance. Let's go. Let's do better than this. There's a lot more to come for you, and I believe you've got what it takes. Yeah. We're better than this. Let's go. All right. I think I might bring... Okay. It's a highlight from the start. Maybe. Nope. Maybe it is here. Chinadu's like doing something funky with the ball there. And that was it. Come on, let's get one, boys. Is it our free kick? Okay, Harper. That looks nope. Promising for them. This is... Usually our games have been extraordinarily exciting. A 4-2-4. Oh, nice play by Major. Don't lose it again. Stick with it. Yes! Major just digs it out. Ball goes long. Okay, what's going on here? Nice. To Shonibari, who can dribble and goes right by him and can't shoot. We might want to make some changes here at 60 minutes. Although they are tiring faster than we are tiring here. Wow, that was... Okay, 60 minutes. Let's make a substitution here. Ofori has not done much, although he's a 6.7. Shonibari on the right-hand side has not been that good. We can bring in Major... Oh, God, 6.10. Shez Isaac, I speak so highly of you, and you've got a 6.1. Come on, men. Better than this. Let's bring in Nambi at up top here, because he can do some... And we'll bring him in at target man support. Let's try that. Target man at support. Let's try that. We'll give Ofori a little bit of time here to get his legs working. Shez Isaac may be struggling because of not having played for a while here, too. Okay, good. Hobson picks it up. Sends it to them. Isaac to Cisse over the top. It's looking promising. Isaac, do something good here. Chipped in. Yes! Oh, sorry, that was loud. Oh, Shez Isaac over the top. And Naya gets his 10th goal of the year. That should tie him with the South Shields guy. Not that I'm bitter. Let's watch this again. Nice little chip here. Boop. And heads it over the top and in. Oh, that's nice. Let's praise Isaac and Naya. Good, we'll confirm that shout. And with a 1-0 lead against a strong team, 20 minutes to go, let's just slow things down just a tad here. Okay, let's get another one now that we've got them shook up here. Okay, pick it up, good. One of the things I've noticed, and you may have remembered, we talked a lot about how fast this team is. And ooh, that's not a good way. That's going to be a goal. Oh, nice defensive block. We've talked about how fast this team is. And when there's loose balls, we're often the ones that are flying around and getting them here. Uh-oh. It's going to be... Oh, Jinadu with a nice save. Yes. I'm going to let this one play out, and then we'll look for maybe another substitution here. Good. Isaac picks it up. Plays it back to Harper. Over the top. Back to Isaac. So not Isaac. Oh, that was a little ambitious. Shez. Okay. What can we do for substitutions here? Shonibari has not played well on the right-hand side. We don't... however, we can work this out. I think there's a solution here. If we bring... Major can only play on the left. Shonibari can play there. Nombe can play on either side. So let's bring Williams in up top for Shonibari, and then let's flip them, and let's make him deep lying forward on attack, and him a winger on support. Okay, that should work. 20 minutes to go. Let's get a second goal here. They are all fired up by the feedback. Let's demand more. We can't because of something. I don't know why. Quiet match. 15 minutes to go. Let's nurse this one home. Oh, these are those... Oh, he didn't even try to kick it in. Oof, just sails over. This would be a nice victory for us here. Let us kill time. We have been largely, a lot of our games have been high scoring. We're going to score more than you score types of events. This 1-0 type of thing feels a little quiet here. Okay. Harper's played pretty well. It seems like he's been on the ball a lot here. Gobbling stuff up. Oh, there it is. Cisse, you can... El Naya. Oh, you're better than that. El Naya. Oh, this feels a little dangerous. Dig it out. Ogumbo, our center back. Center back on the rush. Sends it out to El Naya. Is he going to shoot? Oh, so close. That's a corner. Okay, should we make one more substitution? Anybody here? Shez Isaac is 6.7. Casey's 6 point. They're good. What I'd like to do ideally is to take one of these guys out and go back into a 4. This is a formation I want to build us up into, is a 4-3-3 for defensive situations, because this is a little too offensive, but we're not ready for it, and I need another center back really that can... Ooh, Nguesen can do that. I hesitate to shift into that in a 1-0 lead because we haven't played that formation much. So Parker... Let's do Parker for Thomas. They're very similar, and that will get rid of a yellow card and give us a fresh defender for the last 5 minutes or so here. Highlight, make a good throw, Hobson. Hobson does have a tendency to throw it to the other team, but not that time. He's got 1 assist, I know. He's been so disgruntled. This is counterattack. They have numbers. Clean going the whole way. Jinadu. Not with safe hands, but he stops it. Get it out of here. Good. Nice. Nice work. Another highlight. They're coming at us, huh? Good. Major, go. Major. Run. Cut inside. Nice. Williams. Harper. Major. Flips it in. Oh, Williams. Every shot he's had is missed like that. He just cannot find the goal. Let's get a hit set piece. Our set pieces have been quite effective. Ogumbo is a beast on set pieces. So Isaac can just usually kick it off his head, and oftentimes they connect. Ogumbo, I totally called that. I think that's game. Oops, shouldn't say that. Nice. It's odd sometimes how the fans don't cheer. It's like it's delayed or something like that. Let's praise everybody. That's our play. Ogumbo stands in the far post. Yeah, I speak English. Isaac kicks it off his head. Ogumbo jumps up over everybody else. He's too big, too strong, too tall, too good of a header, and nobody can do anything about it. And that should finish this one off. Major, yep, just kill some time. The top, oh, threatening again. Ooh, okay, this is dangerous. Don't give up the clean sheet now. Nice. Is that the mat? Where's everybody? Was that a free kick? Okay. a little bit concerning here. Ooh, I thought that was going in. That should do it. I think there it is. All right, we'll take it. Not our best performance by any means, but I'll call that a good win. It's just that was a tough team, 10th place team on the road. And we didn't play our best game. We've got some of our good players either resting or not in. And we came out and we kind of ground out a 2-0 win. So we'll take it. That's pretty good. I'm super happy with that. Let's see what happened to Salt Shields. No, they won again. And they haven't been just winning. They have been just dismembering opponents. They got a 2-0 win as well. That's not all that good for them, actually, because Hensford Town, I think, is down here in 20th place. So one would expect them to do a little more damage there. But yeah, their goal differential is 27, 9 wins, 2 draws. It's just crazy. There are a number of other good teams up here too. Chester, Guiseley, Hartlepool. We're all kind of clustered together. We're just now starting to put some distance on like the 5th, 6th, and 7th place teams. But at the moment right now, Chester's right there too. It's Salt Shields just is looking invincible. So we'll see how it happens. That brings us to the end for today. Thank you so much for coming by. That is our match of the month. I'm going to play through. We don't have Salt Shields for a while, but I think that will be our next match of the month. By the time we get there, things could be considerably different. We'll have 6, 7, kind of 8 league matches before we get there. 8, 9 league matches before we get there. So maybe the table will have changed quite a bit. But so far, knock on wood, things looking pretty good for us, looking really good for Salt Shields. That's it for now. Thanks again for coming by. As always, please hit the like button if you haven't done so yet, or if you want to get more information on these, please subscribe so you get notifications when all these come out. We're going to keep going through the holiday season. We're going to try to put episodes up Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Central, 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time throughout the holiday weeks, because I'm off work right now, so I've got some time to do this, and I'm really enjoying putting these together. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye.